احتزم بالجنبية حط فوق الرأس شال وارفع حمتك أنت من أقيالها وافتخر في موطنك دايما يا بالرجال من يفخر باليمن يأتلي أطلالها
اللواء الأخضر
احتزم بالجنبية حط فوق الراس شال وارفع حمتك أنت من أقيالها وافتخر في موطنك دايما يا بالرجال من يفخر باليمن يغتالي أطلالها شل يا أبو حنظلة لحن ماشي له مثال واضرب الجمهور شاعره مع موالها القصيدة فخر ذوح للجرامل والنصال سعد حطه يا خوي العمر من قالها اسمع يا الخوي شوف خويك ويش قال حب ارض اليمن فوق رؤوس اموالها اليمن نبع السلام والفرح والاحتفال يا رعاه الله من ارض ما رقه لها مرحبا مليون يكتب على راس الجبل في رجاجيل اليمن في جميع اشكالها يا هل الفتحة والجودة يا نبع النضال يا اساس العرب يا فخر كل اجيالها الكرامة والشهامة لنا في كل حال والكرم والجودة بينا ضرب امثالها رقنا اليماني من الله ذو الجلال واسمنا في قمته والمجد عرض جبالها والسماء فيها سهل نجم ساطع بالليال والصراحة ارضنا وارض ماشي مثلها ارحب يا وطن هامته اليمن نبع السلام والفرح والاحتفال يا رعاه الله من ارض ما رقه لها مرحبا مليون يكتب على راس الجبل في رجاجيل اليمن في جميع اشكالها يا هل الفتحة والجودة يا نبع النضال يا اساس العرب يا فخر كل اجيالها الكرامة والشهامة لنا في كل حال والكرم والجودة بينا ضرب امثالها رقنا اليماني من الله ذو الجلال واسمنا في قمته
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and welcome to Saba celebration of our 2020 CARES project. I am Dhayfallah. I'm a co-founder and a manager at Saba Grocer. I would like to introduce Lina Ghanem, the director and founder, and Jada Ras, Saba intern. I will start with English, then I'll give a brief summary about what I'm talking about in Arabic. Saba started really as an organizing campaign where my team members, store owners, and others in our community volunteered to organize corner store owners on the use of Auckland sugar tax revenue in June 2019. Throughout the process, we engaged over 120 store owners and petitioners, calling, writing letters to council members, and attending council meetings at time until midnight. We were successful in gaining traction with our council and received a budget allocation of $200,000 from the Auckland sugar tax. Since then, we have formalized and worked and clarified our mission, which is to turn liquor store and corner store into community stores by leveraging the interest and knowledge of our corner store community. Saba now physically sponsored by a nonprofit in advance and is guided by community board.
Tony Ghazali's from Ghazali's Supermarket and Better Trade.
My name is Muhammad Malahi from 4M Market.
Hussam Ahmed from 82nd Produce.
name is Ali Al-Dahri, manager of E&M Market, East Auckland.
Ahmed Ashija, owner of A&A Market.
Hey, my name is Duffer. I'm the manager of Arwa, down located in East Auckland on 86 and Bancroft.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Bassam Talib. I am the manager of Jalisco Market in East Oakland, California. We are in the community of Brookfield. Thank you very much.
My name is Abdul Hadi Hussein. I am the manager for Q&S Market.
My name is Mustafa Nasser. I'm the manager at Campo Market in West Oakland.
Hi, my name is Abdu. I'm the owner of Ranchito Market in Oakland, San Antonio District. Thank you.
My name is Hafid Al-Rouhani. I'm an owner for Ford Town.
Isler from Isler's Market.
My name is Darham Darham. I'm the owner of La Raza Market.
Munir Al-Kabsh. I'm the owner of La Raza Market, #1.
My name is Jimmy. I'm the manager of Ranchito Market, Oakland.
My name is Mohammed Koran. I'm the manager of Northside Supermarket.
Hello, I'm Chelsea Charles, and this is One Stop Market.
My name is Gohar Fidel Dani. I'm the owner of Royal Food Market, 76 MacArthur.
My name is Ali Al-Zahri. I'm the owner of Salam Halal Market in West Oakland.
My name is Nabil Al-Basiri. I am the manager here at ShopRite Supermarket in Oakland, California.
My name is Haikul Al-Dafari, owner of Supermercado Mi Pueblo, 2838 International Boulevard.
My name is Muhammad.
My name is Josefa from Chapala Market, East Oakland.
أنا فؤاد عزام القبلاني. هاجرت أسرتي إلى أمريكا في الستينات، ونعمل في محلات التجارية منذ ذلك الوقت. أنا وإخواني نملك ميرانشيتو ماركت. الآن نعمل مع مؤسسة سبأ للأكل الصحي لخدمة المجتمع في مدينة أوكلاند، ونحن في ميرانشيتو ماركت من التسعينات، ونحاول توفير كل ما يحتاجه السكان في مدينة أوكلاند إلى يومنا هذا.
Hi, I'm Andre Isler from Isler's Liquors at 5285 Foothill Boulevard. Isler's Liquors has been in this neighborhood for over 50 years. My family has owned the store for about 40 some years, and we're still going strong here. And one of the things that we're trying to do in this neighborhood is bring it back to where it was back in the 70s and 80s. But this fruit box that we have today is really helping us in having the neighborhood see that we are making some change in our neighborhood. We have had several people come down on the weekends to come and buy fruit for their Thanksgiving dinners, things like that, and the word is getting out in the community that we do have the produce, which is really showing the people that Isler's Liquors and a lot of other stores that are in part of the program, but Saba is really looking at the community as something different. We're trying to become community stores and also what we would say convenience stores. Convenience stores where we have everything, a one-stop store in our neighborhood. That's what we need.
Hi, my name is Abdul Hadi Hussein. A family been here for about 40 years. My father, he immigrated from Yemen on the 70s, I believe. Was working farmers in Center Valley. Yeah, was in Center Valley, and they moved over here with his brothers, and they bought the store. We start our day here in QS Market 7 o'clock. We open at 8, and from 8 to 10 we have seniority people that they come from 8 to 10. So there is nobody here, so they have their time to shop around with. There is nobody in here. And also we work with the community outside, and one of the difficulties that I faced in our store, it's the hanging that they be outside, and I work with the community and the neighbors to get that cleaned up and done. We doing our part, and we wish everybody else to do their part too.
My name is Leonard Charles.
And I am his wife, Chelsea.
And we run One Stop Liquor, which is on 84th and International. We've been here, been in the family since 1971, and I and my wife have been running it since 1987. And we've been here in Oakland, raised 3 children from Oakland, and we're both raised in Oakland. Have included to try to help the community by bringing in more fruits and vegetables. And we're trying to increase grocery sales to the general public around here.
And one great note to show you how great it has been, one of our customers across the street who works for the United States Postal Service had a friend over who was a chef, and he said, come to my corner store because we have everything you need in order to make your dish for us. He came over and he was so excited to see that we had garlic and bell pepper and ginger for his recipe he was making that night.
My name is Farouk Aladi. I'm a manager, co-owner of Two Star Market. We've been owning Two Star Market since my dad bought the store in '84. He's been in the community, helping the community for over 30 years. My dad threw our Thanksgiving dinner, community dinner, where we've been doing it for over now 20 years and for years to come. First migrated from Yemen in the 60s to Chicago, Detroit, working in the car industry. Came back here to California to start an entrepreneurship.
What's your dream?
I feel like my dream is to make sure our store turns into more of a well-oriented family and community market.
So as you all know, today is about presenting details of our CARES funded project and its impact so far. We have in our project 3 main components, and I'll be speaking about each one in details. But to give you an outline, I will be sharing details of our engagement with 26 stores where we have developed a closed loop Saba food card together. I will also outline details of our program with 7 corner stores transitioning to healthy products. And lastly, details of our engagement with 1,000 COVID impacted Oakland residents. As a brief note before we start, I'd like to ask if we can keep our questions in our Q&A box and we can address them at the end. And as my colleague Dave did, I will be speaking Arabic and English towards the end of this presentation. We'll try to make it as smooth as possible to everybody. So I'll start out with sharing about our 26 stores, which are shown in this map. Our 26 stores are listed above. 19 of them are large and medium-sized grocery stores, often with an extensive deli counter. Seven of the 26, however, are corner stores with limited healthy products. We worked with all 26 stores to develop a closed-loop restricted access rewards card that allows participants of this project to spend up to $250 in the local economy in these 26 stores. And I'll share more about that a little later. Our 7 corner stores were strategically selected and are on this map to start transitioning their stores to healthier products. These stores require investment to support them in this transition. As we all know, our local food system adds a risk for small business to make investments to carry produce, which usually includes or requires a purchase of equipment, employee training, higher costs for distribution of low volume purchases, and higher cost of low volume orders in the produce sector. Because of these systematic barriers, we designed a tailored program to support these 7 corner stores in this transition. We know from our work that many of our corner stores occupy old buildings in neighborhoods with a high heat island effect. Without upgraded equipment, carrying produce is not a logical endeavor by a corner store owner, since heat shortens the shelf life of produce. The 7 participating corner stores received energy efficient equipment approved by the state of California that meets the standard of the state of California. And we at Saba were able to complement that with complimentary produce distribution service. We also know that getting low volume produce orders at a wholesale price distributed to your store is another barrier to store owners attempting to carry produce. We know this service is not yet available in the local foodway, which tends to be biased towards big stores and chain markets. At Saba, we provided a free weekly distribution service to our 7 stores and can report right now a total of 6,700 pounds of produce, as well as 6,600 counts, which is usually like a bunch for grains, was purchased by our 7 stores over the last 3 months. We've also seen through this part of our project an expansion of the various varieties available on the shelf. Many of our stores started with a lot of orders of bananas, avocados, tomatoes, and onions, and we are now seeing orders of ginger, celery, kale, and mushrooms to be placed on the shelf. We can also report that since the start of this program 2.5 months ago, a total of $7,751 was paid by store owners on produce purchases. And to contextualize this, none of the participating stores carried produce previously to this program. Maybe lemons and limes were available at these stores, but that's about it. And when comparing this number to the weekly cost, a small size store with a full produce section that costs about $300 to $350 a week, our store owners are about a quarter of the way to having an established produce section, as they tend to average between $75 to $100 a week. We consider this a significant milestone towards transitioning our corner stores to community stores with healthier products. Additionally, in the 7 corner stores participating, we offered discounts on essential products and distributed flyers in neighborhoods to promote new product prices. Our goal is to match prices at small stores with that of big chains like Walmart. Because of the bias towards big volume purchases in the food system, small stores aren't able to provide products at affordable prices. And with this component of our program, we started to imagine what it would look like to match prices of small stores to bigger stores like Walmart. You can see in the table above that we've discounted 8,921 products. Our top 2 sellers are bread and milk. In all 7 stores collectively. The third component of our program, which I briefly touched upon earlier, was to develop a restricted access closed loop rewards card, limited for use at our 26 Saba stores. Each card had a total of $250 loaded on it and for residents ready to use. We partnered on this component with a number of community organizations to distribute 1,000 cards to 1,000 COVID impacted families. We focused on reaching priority populations such as families without access to EBT or SNAP benefits, unemployed and underemployed individuals, those experiencing homelessness, undocumented folks, non-English speakers, families with children under 5, and single parents. Our cards were delivered along with a COVID care kit, which included 2 hand-sewn masks that were made by resident leaders of the Sugar Freedom Project, 1 bottle of hand sanitizer, and a $30 paper coupon to be used at our 7 corner stores, bringing the total dollar amount offered to families to $280, and thus $280,000 circulated back into the local economy through our 26 stores. In addition to the 1,000 hand sanitizer bottles distributed to residents, we installed 13 hand sanitizer stations at select stores in areas reporting high COVID rates. Our hand sanitizer stations were designed to invite customers to participate in a survey in exchange of a $5 discount on produce purchases at the store. And briefly, I will share some interesting facts that we found. Mostly, I found it interesting that 50% of our participants were youth, ages 12 to 22 years of age, and 65% of those who took our surveys at corner stores are non-EBT or SNAP users. And this goes to show 2 main concepts that I wanted to highlight, which is the potential of utilizing corner stores to impact the health of Oakland's children and youth, who tend to frequent these establishments quite often, and the potential of reaching residents that are not within the official system of EBT and government benefits and tend to not be engaged in other ways in other parts of our support system that is existing. To share a little bit more on our card distribution, how we went about that, I will show a few maps that we used to guide our decisions. First off, we prioritize high COVID impacted neighborhoods when distributing Saba food cards. And this map shows you the Deep East Oakland at the time of our distribution was mostly more impacted by COVID rates. We've also considered data on diabetes hospitalization in Oakland as reported by Alameda County Public Health Department. And this shows a similar trend where Deep East Oakland is impacted at a higher rate. And lastly, we considered adult obesity rates across Oakland. Keeping these three maps in mind, we targeted our efforts to distribute cards in Deep East Oakland neighborhoods as shown in this map. The darker shades show where the majority of the cards were distributed, and the triangles show the locations of our participating stores. This map here shows the same information, but organized per council district to visualize it differently across the city. To close up my presentation, I want to recap the impact this project has had on the local economy. 26 independent stores received $280,000 worth of customer dollars over the last 2.5 months. All 26 stores, distributors, and wholesalers we worked with are generational Oaklanders and immigrants or other minorities. 7 corner stores received upgraded energy efficient equipment, produce distribution at a wholesale price, discount on essential grocery items, and training on produce handling and sales to owners and clerks. 13 stores located in high COVID rate areas now have a hand sanitizer station installed. $7,751 of produce purchases were made from local wholesalers. 6,700 pounds of produce, as well as 6,600 produce items were placed on the shelf in stores that carried little to no produce previously. On the other hand, this project impacted 1,000 residents in Oakland who received a total of $280 to spend on food in Oakland businesses, and 1,000 received PPE supplies. We've also discounted 8,920 products to residents frequenting our 7 corner stores. To do this work of distributing the cards, we've partnered with the Sugar Freedom Project, Street Level Health Project, Tribe, Homies Empowerment, East Oakland Collective, Head Start, Oakland Parks and Recs, Lighthouse Mosque, and Madison Park Academy. And through these partnerships, we were able to build an infrastructure that connects most marginalized residents with small businesses, which we hope to leverage in the future for our future organizing and projects to improve Oakland's food access and equity in the food system. This is the end of my presentation, but I do want to take a moment to note that Saba is created by and rooted in a tight-knit relationship in the Yemeni and Arab American community, without which we would not have been able to expand our work this dramatically and this quickly in a matter of months. Through the CARES project, we expanded from working with 5 stores and into 26 stores. And our goal is to continue building on this authentic relationship with our community members who work along the food chain here in Alameda County, in Oakland, and across the Central Valley.
Hello, my name is Leah, and I've been working with the Sugar Freedom Project now for about a year, and it's really nice being recognized in the community. I was running errands one day, and I seen a community member that noticed me, and he hailed me and said, "Hey Leah, how you doing?" He said that he really appreciated the Saba card, told me that it was so helpful for him and his wife during this time of need in the pandemic. It just felt really good being stopped by a community member that recognized you and gave so much gratitude by receiving and using the Saba card. And it made me feel good to be part of the community.
Being an Oakland native, I was raised up on 73rd Ave, and for the past 15 years, I live on 103rd Avenue in Deep East Oakland. And I have got the opportunity to be able to go out and survey and support my community by sharing cards that was given from the city of Oakland to be able to reach the needs of the people who needs support at this time.
Hi, I'm one of the participants that received a Sabo card. I was able to use it at a bunch of different locations in my neighborhood, including the smaller businesses inside of the stores, accepted the card with no issue, so that was great for me and my family. I just wanted to express my gratitude, and I'm very thankful for the Sugar Freedom Project and all the hard work they've been putting in. I actually looked for other programs and assistance, but none of them even came close to helping out as much as you guys.
Thank you, Sugar Freedom and City of Oakland. This gift card means a lot, especially with the holiday coming in. My family usually got the food help from the school, and the holiday, of course, I really doubt they have the site open for the holiday because the school is closed. So this gift card is really helpful. Thank you so much. If you don't mind, I'd like to mention also that a lot of families, including mine, we're struggling in the paying the rent every month. It will be great help also if City of Oakland could help us out, help rent support or something for us and for the family. It would be great holiday gift. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. We just finished watching the summary of Saba's CARES project and the snippet of the card recipient's experience with this project. Through our work, we have witnessed the strength of relationships between residents and the store owners and see the values in building onto these authentic and key community relationships. Growing up in Oakland, I was always at Sally's Corner Store, now Huntsberry Market on Foothill Boulevard, with my uncles and other family members as well. They used to walk me into the store and let me pick out whatever I wanted from the aisles. It was usually candy or some type of sodium-filled snack. Sally and his son, though, used to treat me basically like a princess. They used to talk to me like I was family and encourage me to go to college. I now currently attend Mills College, which is down the street from the market. Sally would always tell me, "You are going to be a businesswoman. I know it." He'd be like, "You have the bandwidth of a businesswoman at 7 years old at the time," or whatever age I was. And he was like, "You just have what it takes." And I think I went there every weekend and I heard a similar banter every time I would enter the store. There was also a JJ's Fish and Chips right next door. And my mom actually had her dirty rice featured in that JJ's Fish and Chips. And I think it was called Bombshell's Dirty Rice. Sally passed away about 5 or so years ago. And I remember the last time I stopped in the store, his son looked at me twice and he was like, "You're Reese's kid." And I was like, "No, I'm his niece." And just having him remember me after probably moving 14 years ago was just so refreshing to know that, people still remember you even though you change and grow and move throughout the community. My Uncle Reese also still lives in the area as well. It's been 20 years and he probably moved down the street to MacArthur. But the thing is, these kind of bonds don't really develop at a Safeway. Through Saba's food cards being distributed to the community and new produce sections at each store, we are focusing this key community relationship between the store owners and the residents on the subject of food access and health outcomes. There is a strategy to our work, and we ask for our supporters to continue to support our growth.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much, Saba Groceries Initiative, Defala and Lena and others who are making this possible for us. This is such amazing work throughout the community. This is such a great example of partnership, of coming together to connect with our community and our store owners and discuss their success as leaders, community partnership with the city, and community change. Thank you all for your hard work and your support for Saba Grocers.
In and out. This was an announcement that Saba will be working with the Mutual Aid Initiative, which is co-founded It's founded by Councilmember Tao on distributing nearly 3,000 COVID PPE kits through our participating corner stores.
It's a joy to watch what you have accomplished in an extraordinary short period of time, and how critical that need was that you met for our Head Start families, our community members throughout, particularly East Oakland. It's just, it's such a shining example of a win-win, where we're driving those resources into our local economy, and we're driving them towards the people who most need support and were most impacted by this horrible pandemic. So I hope it was an honor for me to be able to be a part of this, just, as only the sort of implementer of the grant. But I'm also really grateful to our council that saw the wisdom of these kinds of investments. And as I can just hear from our council member, that continuing kinds of investments, your critical infrastructure, the stores are critical infrastructures for our community. And I was very moved by Jada's story about it being a family too, a part of our community that really becomes an extended family. So I just want to thank you all so much, and I would be remiss if I didn't also thank in particular Lena, who I tell you, the CARES Act implementation of these funds was no easy feat, and she never said no or can't do that or anything remotely like that. We put many hoops in front of her, and she never ceased to jump them, and now I see why, because she knew you could all do it, and it is a really exciting step in the right direction for our healthy food access vision, I think, that we all share for Oakland. So again, honored to be able to witness the incredible work you've done. So thank you very, very much.
Coming as a former member of the Measure HH Sugar Sweetened Beverage Board, it was really exciting to see the amount of work that you have been able to accomplish over the past couple of years, and really exciting to know that you have been able to make use of CARES Act funds in order to continue with that work. This is really amazing, and I want to see it to continue. And so I'm really excited to be able to partner with Saba Grocers in my capacity of working with Councilmember Fife, and looking forward to continuing to work with all of you. Thank you so much.
Okay, great. Well, it's my absolute honor to be here. I am so thrilled to be a new advisory board member of Saba Grocers. It was an absolute, I'm overwhelmed right now listening to your presentation, seeing the video that you've put together. It just really demonstrates the strength of the Arab Yemeni community in Oakland, the strength of Saba Grocers, all of the store owners who are a part of Saba Grocers. It really is just a shining example of what can come with all of our business owners pulling together. And I just have to say that as someone who had the spark of an idea about the soda tax and really wanting to raise awareness about how soda companies really market their products to a particular members of our community and do harm, and wanting to educate folks about that, but really take the funds that come from the soda tax and put it right back into the community. But I could never have imagined what you have created, and the way that you are doing that is just so powerful. I never could have imagined how it could really transform in just such a short time. So I want to congratulate you. I want to express gratitude for all the folks in Oakland that you are touching with your funds and with the work that you're doing, and especially for our young people, the children of Oakland. You're impacting them for the rest of their lives. So I want to thank you for all of that. I'm so grateful that you asked me to be on the advisory board, and I'm just looking forward to a long, productive relationship. I want to thank Councilmember Tao for being here and for developing the idea of the mutual aid, Oakland Mutual Aid. I'm so excited to hear about that. And I have to give a shout out to Two Star Market and to Mr. Eisler, who was here. I was so excited to see both Two Star Market and Eisler's here today because they are District 4 stores, of course. And so they're the ones I know the best, and I know the just incredible impact that they make on the community. But I'm so excited to meet everyone else who's here, everyone else who's part of Saba Grocers. It can't be stated enough what a critical impact you make on the neighborhoods around you, and you truly are families and leaders in the neighborhoods in which you serve. So thank you to all of you, and congratulations on all of this wonderful work.
This is Lauren Taylor, Oakland City Council, and I'm just glad that for your partnership and in making it happen, the energy that you bring and pulling really the whole city together in terms of touching the breadth of the city, the incredible corner stores, the markets that are a backbone in terms of the infrastructure of food access and strengthening the healthy access for the members of our community. And just thank you, Saba. Looking forward to continued partnership.
My name is Nina, and I think I did it right. And really nice to meet you. Thank you, Lena, for including me. Food systems change is core to what we do at the Berkeley Food Institute. And I would just say nationwide, there are so few groups that are multiracial and multilingual as you all are doing. It's so challenging, and you're doing such a great job. It was such an inspiring presentation. So kudos to all the store owners, all the store workers, all the neighbors, and let's see how we can come out of this pandemic even stronger and more united. So thank you for including me.
For me, saying thank you, Lina, and thank you, Daifallah, for fighting for this idea that at the beginning that a lot of people did not understand how valuable is the idea to fight for healthier food that we can get it in every corner store. And I thank every board member and city council who attend with us today. ضيف الله لينا في البداية أول ما بدأتوا مشروع سبا كان في كثير بيشوفوا إنه مش بالأهمية هذا لقلة التوعية اللي كانت موجودة في مجتمعنا للأكل الصحي اللي متواجد في غير متوفر بكثرة في المحلات الكورنر ستورز. بس بسبب الديترمينيشن اللي كان من عندكم والاهتمام الأكثر إن أنتوا فعلا تخلوا الأكل الصحي يكون متواجد في المحلات. توعية من جهتين، كان عمل جبار من جهتكم الاثنين إن أنتوا توعوا صاحب المحل وأيضا المجتمع والحارة المحيطة بالمحل نفسه إنه بأهمية تواجد مواد غذائية غير اللي بتكون غير صحية اللي متواجدة بشكل مهول في المحلات. فأنا من ناحيتي فخورة بكم الاثنين وفخورة إن أنتم مستمرين، ولي الشرف إني متواجدة معكم في هذا اللقاء اللي هو احتفال بمجهودكم الجبار لتوعية، عمل، استمرارية، توثيق، شراء. حتى على مستوى الكورونا ما توقفتوش عن العمل، خدمتوا الجالب، خدمتوا المجتمع، علشان تكون كلمتي صحيحة، خدمتوا الجميع بكل الأساليب الصحية اللي المتاحة لكم. فأنتوا تستحقوا فعلا الشكر، ونتمنى بإذن الله أنه يكون في مشاريع أكثر وفي استمرارية من قبلكم، إنه يكون البورد ممبر أكثر ويكون في محلات أكثر كمان غير العدد اللي موجود الآن. إنما في الحقيقة أنا فخورة بكم جدا وفخورة إنني بينكم، وشكرا جزيلا.
Thank you, Horia. We appreciate that. I'll just summarize really briefly. So Horia spoke to one of our main missions, which is to shift the paradigm within the Arab community about how we engage with business in the United States after immigrating and rethink our business models and engagement within the broader communities we're in. We really appreciate that comment.
And that concludes our final celebratory video. Thank you all so much and have a great night.